going guys, it is AJO and welcome to another FIFA 17 trading video. So in this video, it's just going to be some trading filters, some sniping filters that you can use, and to be fair, they do need to be used right now because they're going to run out and they're going to be finished in the next couple of days, or some of them will be finished in the next week or so, but my point is to get them over with now, and you can make yourself a shit ton of money from this. It is unreal guys, so let's get straight into it. So I'm just going to quickly show you my team before we actually start. Now I think someone's injured. No, they're not injured. This is my team that I'm using for this weekend league. It is absolutely insane, and I'll just quickly show you what I actually change it to in game. I think I use this formation here, 4-2-2, and it's just simple really. I take Marquee out because he's just been absolutely poor for me. Put Yaya Toure in, and then just swap those two round, and that is it. That is the team that I use for the weekend league team, and I sort of condense them in. I don't play Pogba and De Bruyne as far wide. I sort of bring them in a little. I press I think square or something like that, and actually change their actual position, bring them in a little so they can actually do some pass, and we do play like that. And since I've done that, I've used it for 4 games or 3 games, and I haven't even conceded a goal. I've literally won every game, and it's just sick. It is absolutely insane. And I bought Paul Pogba yesterday, 533k. He's pretty decent, and I played 2 games with him. He didn't score, but that's because I just quit. I closed the application down because I was getting a bit annoyed, and yeah, so I've played 5 games with him, scored 5. Harry Kane's been really good as well, scored 3 and 7 somehow. I don't know how that works because that's where I quit the application, and he scored so many more, but it's just where I quit the application, but I got a bit angry, and yeah, that is my team for this weekend league. So we're going to get into the sniping filters. Now, obviously, go on to the transfer market. It's all to do with the Marquee matchups and the Kane Sbc, which is out. And by the way, it's so cheap to do the Kane Sbc. It cost me basically nothing. If you haven't watched that, go check my video out. It's my previous video, my most recent video, other than this one, of course. So, first sniping filter, you just want to go over to the SPFL, the Scottish Premier League, and just go on to gold and switch over to Celtic. Celtic Rangers are playing today. Not sure what the score is, to be fair. I think they've played, but as you can see, they aren't going for too much. You've got these 2 on here at the minute. That might actually be a snipe, to be fair. Could possibly well be. So that's sort of ruined my sniping filter. You go snipe these forwards. They're going for 700 coins, so you might not be able to. There's only a few non-rare players they have, like Griffiths, and I think there's one more. So yeah, what you gotta do is set it to forward as well. And there's only a few that can pop up. You've got this Griffiths that can pop up. It's not really a sniping filter, this one. It's more for defenders. I'm getting a bit annoyed because those defenders aren't actually selling. So I'm just going to go to 600 again. They're still there. I don't know why they're still there. It's getting really annoying because other than that, I think they might have actually sold, to be fair. It's just my market being a bit glitchy. So yeah, that does actually work. The Celtic defenders, go try that out. I don't think it works brilliantly. This is one of the worst sniping filters. It's one of the easier ones to get the players, but you don't make a lot of coins. Obviously you can get these for 350 coins or whatever, and then you can go sell them on for 700 or whatever. So that's probably one of the worst sniping filters. So we're going to move on to the next one, and I'm going to save the other actually no, I'll just go straight into it. This is absolutely crazy, and I wanted to save this till last, but it is Rangers, and check out their this is crazy. Check out their minimum buy now. It's absolutely insane. Just Rangers, and their cheapest is about 9k, I think. 8.5, that's just been put up. And other than that, the cheapest is 8.7k. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. You go get yourself one for 200 coins, you've pretty much made yourself 9k profit. It's absolutely crazy. So you could go do that. You could do quality bronze, silver, or actually I don't think they've got many gold players. I think they've got 2 gold players. So just set it to any, the quality is any, and I don't know really, I've got 6.2k and look, 7k that's a snipe, but I haven't got the coins to do it, so I can't do that. It's so annoying. So I might try and actually get one, see if I can put it down to 6k, because I reckon they might pop up. So I'm just going to see if I can get one. If not, I'm just going to leave it. I probably won't, and they probably don't pop up as much because they're silver and bronze, but if they do, and you get it, you're in for some absolute profit. So that is crazy, guys. So make sure you do this if you've got the coins anyway. And there's also a sniping filter, which I'm saving for the end. You'll know about it, but it is where you need a lot of coins to do this, literally a lot. So if you want a lot of coins in return, you've got to spend the coins to actually get it. So definitely worth using these filters that I'm going to show you guys today. Although we do have some sniping filters that are less coins to do, although you will get less coins actually if you're doing the sniping filter, but you can't expect to gain a load of profit from not spending a lot of money, if you know what I mean. And if I'm honest, I don't actually think anyone's going to pop up. I don't want to get myself market banned. I might do this at the end just so I can actually show you the rest of the sniping filters, so I'm going to save that. But yeah, Rangers players, they're literally going for an absolute crazy amount. Go check them out. I don't know if it's different to Xbox or different on Xbox, sorry, but they're going for about 8.5 to 9k on here. So if you get them under, set it to about 8k, 7.5k, snipe from there, and some will get popped, like some get listed for like 4 or 5k probably, and some will also get listed for like 200 coins, which you'll be absolutely dying for if you miss. But we're going to move on to the next filter. So what you want to do is just go into the Calcio A, and it's the game between Genoa and Sampdoria. Don't really know much about this game if I'm honest, but their players are going for a lot. Genoa, they're going for about 1,100 coins. That's what you can sell them for, I believe. Probably sell them for about that, yeah. So what you want to do, just to keep on the safe side, sell them for 1,000 coins. So just go down to about 850 coins. This is one of the lower budget ones. Keep sniping from there. They will pop up quite often, I believe, because you're searching for a whole team, you're not searching for position. I think you can actually go there bronze and silvers as well. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can search for their bronze and silvers and golds as well. So just go to quality any and just keep searching from there, 850. But make sure you check the buy now before you start sniping, because it might have changed by then. It might have gone up, might have gone down, I don't know. But make sure you do that and just keep sniping like this. It's hard because this connection is absolutely dreadful. I'm not getting anything in a minute. But some might pop up very soon, so you don't know, they could pop up at any time, so make sure you keep an eye out. Do this sniping filter, don't get yourself market banned, don't do it for absolutely ages, so you will get yourself market banned. Just go do something easier. Oh, what I'm doing, see I was talking, weren't concentrating, 400 coins, could have like tripled my money there. And they do pop up, it's not a myth, I'm not just showing you these for the fun of it. They do actually work because they're in the marquee matchups, I believe, Sampdoria and Genoa. So that is another sniping filter, and let's move on to the next. So the next sniping filter is Leyton Orient. Obviously, Harry Kane went out on loan to him, so it's to do with the Harry Kane Sbc. What you want to do, 700 coins, you can see there, and just set the nation to England, and they're going for a lot more than that, don't worry guys. As you can see, look, you go up to 1.9, there's a few there, so what you want to do, take it down to about 1.5k, and I believe that's what they're going for, so you could probably sell it, I'd say sell it for like 1.3, maybe 1.2 if you're worried, and just set it to 850 coins by now. Do this, and as you can see, set the quality to any, so that a lot of players do pop up, so what you want to do, keep sniping until some pop up. I don't think I'm going to do this for long, because once again, I don't want to get myself market banned before it actually get anywhere. And I believe there's only like 1 or 2 sniping filters I want to show you guys after this, and the chances are you guys probably know them anyway, but I'm just doing this as a video so you guys actually know, and you know they work as well because I'm showing you that they do pop up. And it might be a bit difficult with the last one, and if you watched my last video you probably know what it's about, to be honest, because I actually sniped quite a few of them, and it was on the day of the SBC, so it has all changed since then, like the players have gone up and whatever. But that is the sniping filter, Leyton Orient and England. Set it to about 1,000 coins, well, about 900 I'd say, just to keep on the safe side. Sell them for about 1,000, sorry, and just keep sniping until some pop up. Once you get them, obviously sell them on unless you want to use them for the SBC, and you'll make yourself a load of money from this, guys. And the very last filter I'm going to show you guys is to do with the Tottenham players. So what you want to do is, I think you might actually be able to, I don't think these are sniping filters, I don't know why they haven't risen as much, but the Tottenham midfielders, you can sort of snipe them, but it's not really worth it. Like they're going for like, I'd say about 850 coins, so you can snipe them for like 700 maybe, but it's not worth it. So what you want to do is just set it to special, and a lot of people are doing this, so I don't know, I think they're going for about 160k, 170k. Obviously if you go just Spurs and special, not much is going to pop up, to be honest, so I think you're just going to get Kieran Trippier, so that's not really worth doing. And I believe they're going for about 174k. I just saw Son on there, but I don't know how much the rest of them are going. Like Harry Kane, about 100, you could probably sell him for about 175 and he'll sell. And then it's probably the same for the midfielders. I'd say about 175 for them as well. Maybe 170 for midfielders. So what you want to do, set it to about 155 just to make sure you actually make money. And you don't need to put it to max price. And this might take a little like getting used to, but what you want to do is just switch it between forward and midfielder, because if you go any, then you're going to get Kieran Trippier up and you don't want him. So what you want to do, unless you can, I think you might be able to go above his buy now, to be fair. I don't know how much his maximum buy now is. So what we're going to do, go to Kieran Trippier, see how much his max buy now is. So just go 50k, 50k and a half or whatever you want, and you should be able to snipe him. So then just go 150 or 160 and just keep sniping from there. And some might pop up, I don't really know, like I haven't done this since I did the SBC like the other day, so you can try it, it's entirely up to you guys. I really think this works because when they do pop up they can be easy to get. Like, I think I managed to get myself like about 8 Harry Kanes and Dele Allis all together, and I think I got one Heung-min Son as well, and I literally made myself so many coins. I'm going to show you my transfer profit in a minute. I don't know why I'm doing this, to be honest. It might take a while for these to pop up, so be patient. Try not to get yourself market banned, like do 5 minutes and then have a little break or have a game of Champions or whatever. I wouldn't sit here sniping all day and do this because you will get yourself market banned and you're going to be a bit frustrated, so definitely not worth doing that. But that is the last filter, guys, and what I'm going to show you is my transfer profit. Bearing in mind I've not done anything, I've not sold anyone other than the players that I've sniped. But here, look, monthly I've made 259k. I was going to go weekly, but that's just reset today, so that's not going to work. Monthly, that's how many coins I've made, so you want to get on this before it is too late, because obviously that, I think the Harry Kane Sbc ends in a few days or in about a week or something like that. I'm going to check for you guys, even though you probably know before me, but I managed to get him done on the first day, which is really decent. Where does it actually say? You got 12 days to do the Harry Kane SBC and also to do the Potm Sniping filters and the Leighton Orient, but the Marquee matchups, they'll end in a day or two, so definitely worth sniping these. And I don't know if you guys have realised, but I've changed my header, like the channel art and the actual picture. That is a big thanks to a guy called Bigfoot. He DM'd me on Twitter. If you haven't got me on Twitter, by the way, I'll put the link in the description. But what I was going to say is, he done my channel art for me. I think it's Bigfoot or Big and then F99T, so I assume it's Bigfoot. So I'll put his link in the description to his Twitter. Go and message him, he's absolutely awesome with that. If you need your channel art doing or any sort of graphics, he is absolutely awesome. So make sure you go check him out, give him a follow and ask if he can do it. He might actually do it for you, so make sure you do that. So that is all for this video as well, guys. So if you have enjoyed it, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe.